This must be marina shark.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's start up here with the levator palato quadrati, right there. Then on the front side of the spherical, you have this brachularis, right? Levator palato quadrati, brachularis. Here's your levator what? Hyomandibulae. Did you say hyo? Whoever said it?
Maybe.
Here's your adductor mandibulae. Then right behind the levator hyomandibulae is your dorsal hyoid constrictor with the what? Tendinous plate. There's your ventral hyoid constrictor. Again, I'll probably default to pictures if I do this stuff inside the gills. You know, the pictures in your book. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So make sure you look at that. And then right above this, there's a triangular muscle that goes from the suprascapular cartilage and the scapular process. It's triangular, starts there, and then comes to a point about right there. Who can, other than Marina, who can tell me what this one's called right there? Cucularis, right. What are these up here?
Epaxial musculature.
Okay, those are myomeres of the epaxial musculature. Okay, if I'm actually in one of the lines, see the line right there? If I actually nail it in one of the line, it's in the what? Myoseptum. Okay? And then this shall be known as the fin what?
Abductor.
Abductor, right? On the underside, you have the fin what? Adductor, adductor, right? That's bothering me. Come on, get over there. Okay, what is this called? Looks like I actually put it. Yeah. Yeah, I actually put it in myoseptum by accident. But this is myomere of the hypaxial musculature. What is this? Okay, and if you go deep and lateral to that, and there's a couple good ones in here. Let's see, hold it for me. Okay. See that one down in there? It's lateral and deep to the coracoarcual. It would be the what? Coracobranchial. Because it's going to the arches. Okay, there's your adductor mandibulae again, right? The big cheek muscle. What's the one right up here in front of the jaw, under the eye? Preorbitalis. Okay, now this one we worked on earlier today. It's got two layers. The first layer is the what? Intermandibularis. So pull that back. Then you have a second layer, which is what? Intrahyoideus. Then you have this little midline one that was, and it wasn't me, it was cut. So what's that? That's the coracomandibular. It's actually attached back here somewhere. When that's pulled out of the way, then underneath is the coraco what? Yeah, see, those are good coracohyoideus. Well, they're kind of ripped right there, but I can put some piece them back together, right? So coracomandibularis, which is a single midline one that goes across. I think somebody saw it's a good one. Okay, there's the coracohyoids, coracoarcules. They're all attached to the coracoid bar. That's why they're called coraco something. Intramandibularis, intrahyoideus, are in between the mandible and the hyoids, right? Okay. When you get to the eye, this is actually a really good eye dissection in here. There's your dorsal oblique. Down here is your ventral oblique. And going right in between them, this way, is the medial rectus. Then, you can get photo ops later, but then here's your lateral rectus. There's your ventral rectus, and above here is your dorsal rectus. All four rectus muscles come out of the same spot, so they all converge right back here. And the two obliques come out of the same spot. So see how they form a V, and see how these form like a cross. See, lateral, medial, dorsal, ventral, Okay? Those are all test quality too. I could actually tag those. Alright? Anything else on the shark? Other than deep ones? Okay, let's switch out this one for that one.
Actually, I just need to.
Okay. Well, whatever's covered, like I said, find out from them. Okay, this shark has, again, the abductor and the adductors are good. Okay. It's got the cucularis is up here, right here. Actually could this would be a good one. You can clean out a little bit right there. Starts off wide back here and comes to a point up here. Okay. Levator palato quadrati and specularis are, you know, this could be cleaned up a little bit. I wouldn't use this for those. I'd find the other one. But here's your levator hyomandibular right here. There's your dorsal hyoconstrictor with your tendinous plate. There's your ventral hyoconstrictor. There's your adductor mandibulae. There's your preorbitalis muscle right there. That's actually cartilage right there, but preorbitalis muscle is the muscle that's associated with it right there. Okay. Whose shark's this? What's yours? Because here's your intermandibularis right here. And did I separate layers on this side? I tried to. Okay, there's your interhyoideus right there. Or you can say interhyoid muscle. Okay, this is the one that has the coracomandibular still attached, right? It didn't break loose yet, did it?
I don't think so.
That's the coracomandibular test quality. And then behind it and deep to it, you can see if this was pinned back. Like if I do this on a test, I'll get a pin and I'll stick it in like that and hold that back. So you can see the coracohyoid down in here. See what I'm saying? See, the coracomandibular is the one on top. Now, again, intermandibularis is this one right here. It's been pulled back. And since there's another layer underneath, that would have to be the inter what? Hyoideus. And then your coracoarcules are obvious. They're these ones right here. And there's your hypaxial musculature. And then the coracobranchials. In this one, he has pretty good coracobranchials. That's probably a good test quality one right there. It's underneath the coracoarcules and lateral and deep to it. See? I would probably clean this little edge up a little bit. See, when I make the test, what I'll do is I'll try to make these as book worthy as possible. So anything that's like on the edge that's kind of frayed, I'll probably trim off like that. And if it's not good on this side, then I can always come over here on the mirror side right there. That would be coracoarcular. But let's, I don't know what this is. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. That's a good test quality coracoarcular. Okay. Anything else? Adductor mandibulae. I think I did that one, didn't I? How's the specularis on this side? Oop, not even done. Levator hyomandibulae. I mean, levator palato quadrati. It's there. But see, there's a specularis in there. So you have to skin this down to about there and up here to get that. All right. Any other sharks? Huh? Okay. Let's see what's good on that one. Sharks will have about 10 or 15 things on them. Nectar's about 10 or 15 things. May or may not be diagrams. The rest will be cat. Okay.
Just all cat.
Abductor, adductor, coracoarcules, myomeres of the hypaxial musculature, and I'm sure the epaxial musculature is good. Okay. See, the cucularis just kind of gets smashed. It's just a problem. It's really hard to dissect out, but there's this suprascapular cartilage right here. It's not been skinned off, but that's okay. Levator palato quadrati is right here. See it? There's the specularis right next to it. There's the levator hyomandibulae. Again, levator means to lift, okay? And then this is the adductor mandibulae. And right here, the levator hyomandibulae stops there. We have this tendinous plate. This got kind of chewed up. I probably wouldn't use this for dorsal hyoconstrictor, but that's what this stuff is. And there's your ventral hyoconstrictor underneath it, so that's not as good. Intermandibularis looks good. Interhyoideus is right there. Coracomandibular is good. It's sitting right here, even though it's not attached. That's the coracomandibular with the coracohyoids underneath.
You actually detached that one. That one's true.
You've been waiting for that, haven't you?
Yes. It's the one thing you did actually cut.
But I did it on purpose so you can see the coracohyoids. And then there's the coracoarcuole right there. And then the coracobranchioles are down lateral in here. But I have a couple other good ones to show you. Preorbitalis is good. And this one also has an eye removed. And I think you can see the dorsal and ventral obliques. Then you have your lateral rectus, dorsal rectus, ventral rectus, and medial rectus. This one has a good optic pedicle. Who didn't see the optic pedicle? You want to see the optic pedicle?
Is that going to be tested on the
No,
Okay.
but it's a good reference point. See that right there? See the big plate?
Oh, yeah.
Hers is missing it. It got pulled off.
I think it came off with the
Okay, last thing, nectarus. We got about 4 minutes.